The notification popped up on my laptop while I was reviewing quarterly projections in my home office. Just a random ping from my cloud storage app. Nothing unusual. I almost ignored it, but something made me click. New device linked to shared family album. iPad Lawrence residence. That was odd. Emily and I only had our phones connected to that album. I frowned at the screen, my finger hovering over the touchpad. We lived in Portland, Oregon, in a quiet neighborhood where the biggest excitement was usually someone's overgrown hedge blocking the sidewalk. I worked as a financial analyst for a mid-sized investment firm, and Emily managed a boutique marketing agency downtown. Married 8 years, together for 10. 2 kids, Lily, 6, and Mason, 4. We had what everyone called the dream. I clicked through to the access logs. The new device had been added 3 days ago. 3 days, and I hadn't noticed. The uploads started immediately after, dozens of photos I'd never seen before. My pulse quickened as I opened the first one. Emily, laughing, wine glass raised, at some restaurant I didn't recognize. Nothing incriminating, just my wife having dinner. Except I'd been in Seattle that night for a conference. She'd told me she was staying home with the kids, that her mother had canceled on babysitting. Next photo. Emily again, same night, same restaurant. But now there was a hand visible in the frame. A man's hand, reaching across the table toward hers. The angle was awkward, like someone taking a selfie but catching more than intended. I scrolled faster. More photos from different nights. A hiking trail I'd suggested we visit together, but she'd said she was too busy. A concert for a band she'd claimed sold out before she could get tickets. Each image felt like a small betrayal, but nothing definitive. Nothing I could point to and say, there, that's proof. Then I found the video. It was short, maybe 15 seconds, taken in what looked like a hotel room. I could see the generic landscape painting on the wall, the industrial carpet, the corner of a king-sized bed. Emily was in frame, wearing a black dress I'd never seen. She was smiling at whoever held the camera. That particular smile I thought was reserved for me. The one where her eyes crinkled at the corners and she bit her lower lip slightly. Stop recording, she laughed in the video, her voice playful. Someone might see. Nobody's going to see, a man's voice responded. Deep, confident. Besides, I want to remember this. The video ended. I sat there, my hands trembling, staring at the frozen final frame. The timestamp showed it was from 2 weeks ago, a Tuesday. I'd been home that Tuesday, working late in this very office while Emily said she had a client dinner that would run long. She'd come home around 11, kissed me on the forehead, and gone straight to shower. The shower. Of course. I felt like I was watching myself from outside my body as I clicked through more files. Screenshots of text messages, flirtatious, intimate, planning meetups, photos of receipts from hotels in Portland and nearby Beaverton, calendar entries coded with innocent-sounding names that now seemed sinister. Lunch with Jess appeared 17 times over the past 4 months. Emily didn't have a friend named Jess. The cloud account belonged to someone named Tyler Brennan. I found his name in a document Emily had accidentally uploaded, a scanned copy of a hotel receipt with his credit card information partially visible. A quick search on social media showed me exactly who he was. 34, worked in commercial real estate, divorced, no kids. His profile picture showed a guy with perfect teeth and an expensive watch, standing in front of a sailboat he probably didn't own. My phone buzzed. Emily texting. Running late. Traffic is terrible. Can you start dinner? Love you. Love you. I looked at those words until they stopped making sense. Just shapes on a screen. The kitchen clock read 5:47 p.m. The kids were at her mother's house for the afternoon. The same mother who apparently had become quite reliable for babysitting recently, just not when Emily told me she was unavailable. I should have felt rage. That's what happens in movies, right? The betrayed husband punches walls, throws things, drowns himself in whiskey. Instead, I felt cold, analytical. My brain shifted into the same mode I used for dissecting financial statements, finding discrepancies, tracking patterns. How long had this been going on? The earliest photo in the shared album was from 4 months ago, but that didn't mean it started then. That just meant Tyler got sloppy 4 months ago and connected his iPad to what he thought was his personal cloud account. Emily must have given him her login credentials, not realizing he'd sync it to a device that would alert me. 4 months, minimum, possibly longer. I opened a new browser tab and started documenting everything. Screenshots of every photo, every message, every receipt. I created a new folder on my personal laptop, not the shared desktop, and began organizing the evidence chronologically. Years of analyzing data had taught me that patterns matter, that details matter, that you never confront anyone until you have the complete picture. Emily's car pulled into the driveway at 6:23 p.m. I heard her keys jingle, the front door open, her heels clicking on the hardwood floor. "Babe," she called out, "did you start dinner?" I saved the last screenshot and closed my laptop. "Just about to," I replied, my voice surprisingly steady. "How was work?" She appeared in the office doorway, still beautiful in her navy business suit, her auburn hair pulled back in a professional bun. She smiled at me, that same smile from the video, and I wondered how I'd ever thought it was genuine. "Exhausting," she said. "Client meetings all afternoon. I'm starving." The lie came so easily to her. The coffee maker beeps at 5:47 a.m. I'm already awake, already dressed, already sitting in my car in the driveway. The engine's cold. I've been here 20 minutes, staring at the radio display. Preset 1, 94.7 The Wave. Smooth jazz. I've never listened to smooth jazz in my life. Preset 2, 103.3 Kess. Adult contemporary. Emily's station, supposedly. Has been for years. Preset 3, 98.9 The Breeze. Soft rock from the 80s and 90s. I press preset 1. Saxophone bleeds through the speakers. Some forgettable melody about lost love or found love or whatever love smooth jazz is supposed to evoke. I pull out my phone and open the Sirius app. Navigate to the station finder. 94.7 The Wave. Phoenix, Arizona. My hands are steady. That surprises me. I tap preset 2. Pop music, Maroon 5, something overplayed. I search again. 103.3 Kess. Phoenix, Arizona. Preset 3. Fleetwood Mac. Dreams. I don't need to search this one. I already know. Phoenix, Arizona. Tyler Brennan's LinkedIn profile lists his current position. Senior Acquisition Manager, Pinnacle Commercial Real Estate Group. Location, Phoenix, Arizona. Relocated from Seattle 18 months ago. I sit back. The saxophone returns, filling the car with someone else's preferences, someone else's hometown, someone else's life bleeding into mine through radio presets I never changed, because I never noticed they'd been changed. When did she drive my car? I scroll through my calendar. 3 weeks ago, oil change appointment. She'd taken my Audi because hers was in the shop, or so she'd said. Just for the day, babe. Mine won't be ready until 5. She'd returned it with a full tank. I'd thanked her. The front door opens. Emily appears in yoga pants and my old college sweatshirt, coffee mug in hand. She waves, smiling that smile I've been dissecting for 3 days now. I wave back. Start the engine. Back out of the driveway like this is a normal Thursday morning, like I'm a normal husband heading to a normal job, like my wife didn't reprogram my radio to remind her of the man she drives to Phoenix to sleep with. The office is quiet. I'm the first one here, as usual. My desk overlooks the Willamette River, gray and sluggish under March clouds. I open my laptop. Ignore the quarterly reports waiting in my inbox. Pull up Spotify instead. It takes 15 minutes to build the playlist. I title it Drive Time because that seems neutral enough, innocuous enough. 23 songs, all breakup songs. Not the sad ones, the angry ones. Before he cheats. Gives you hell? Since you been gone. We are never getting back together. Irreplaceable. Songs about betrayal and revenge and moving on and realizing you're better off. I sync it to my car's Bluetooth. Set it to autoplay when the engine starts. Delete the Phoenix presets. Replace them with Portland stations I actually listen to. 94.7 Alternative, 101.1 Classic Rock, 105.1 The Buzz. Then I reset preset 1 to the playlist. Just preset 1. Let her wonder why only one changed. Let her wonder if I know. Emily texts at 10:33 a.m. Dinner tonight? Thinking pasta. I respond, sounds good. She sends a heart emoji. I don't send one back. Tyler Brennan's digital footprint is embarrassingly easy to map. His Facebook privacy settings are a joke. Everything public, every check-in visible, every photo tagged. He posts gym selfies. He posts pictures of his car, a black BMW M4 with custom plates, Tybran. He posts sunset photos from his balcony with captions like, "Another day in paradise" and "Living my best life." His car is the key. I find it in a photo from 6 days ago, parked outside a restaurant called The Arrogant Butcher. He's tagged the location, Phoenix, Arizona. The timestamp says 7:47 p.m. I cross-reference Emily's calendar. Dinner with Melissa. Same night, same time. His car has Bluetooth. I can see the system displayed in one of his interior shots, posted 3 months ago with the caption, "Upgraded the sound system, worth every penny." The screen shows his phone connected. Tyler's iPhone. I spend my lunch break researching Bluetooth vulnerabilities. It's easier than it should be. The M4's entertainment system runs on an older operating system, one with documented security flaws. There are forums dedicated to this, tutorials written by people with too much time and too much technical knowledge and too little regard for privacy laws. I'm not those people. I'm a financial analyst who's good with spreadsheets and pattern recognition. But I'm also a man whose wife changed his radio presets to her lover's hometown stations, and rage is a powerful motivator for learning new skills. By 3 p.m., I've downloaded the software. By 4:15 p.m., I've tested it on my own car. By 5:30 p.m., I have Tyler Brennan's vehicle identification number from a photo he posted of his registration, visible in his glove box during a video about organizing your life. People are so careless. Emily's car is in the driveway when I get home. I park behind it, blocking her in. She's in the kitchen, stirring pasta sauce, hair pulled back in a ponytail. She looks beautiful. That makes it worse somehow. "Hey, babe," she says, glancing over her shoulder. "How was your day?" "Fine. Yours?" "Exhausting. 3 client calls back to back, then a budget meeting that went an hour over." She tastes the sauce, adds salt. I'm so ready for the weekend. I lean against the counter. "You driving anywhere tomorrow?" She pauses. Just a fraction of a second, but I see it. "Just the usual. Gym in the morning, maybe Target." "Why?" "No reason. Just wondering." We eat dinner. We talk about Lily's upcoming parent-teacher conference. We talk about Mason's obsession with dinosaurs. We talk about everything except the fact that she's lying, has been lying, will continue lying until I decide to stop pretending I don't know. After dinner, I volunteer to take out the trash. Instead, I walk to her car. The doors are unlocked. They always are in our driveway, in our safe neighborhood, in our safe life built on unsafe foundations. I slide into the driver's seat. The interior smells like her perfume, something floral and expensive I bought her for Christmas. The radio is off. I turn the key to accessory mode. Press the power button. Preset 1, 94.7 The Wave. Phoenix. I change it to a Portland talk radio station. Conservative talk, angry voices discussing politics and culture wars and everything Emily hates. Preset 2, 103.3 KES, Phoenix. I change it to a Christian music station, contemporary worship songs. Preset 3, 98.9 The Breeze, Phoenix. I change it to a sports talk station. Local, loud, aggressive. Then I change preset 4 to a police scanner frequency. Just one. Let her stumble onto it by accident. Let her wonder why she's hearing dispatch calls about traffic stops and domestic disturbances instead of whatever soft rock she expects. I turn off the radio, lock the car, return to the house. Emily's loading the dishwasher. Trash okay? Fine, I say. I'm going to work in the office for a bit. Okay, love you. I pause at the doorway. Look at her, really look at her. She's smiling. That same smile. The one that used to mean everything and now means nothing. You too, I say. In my office, I open my laptop. Tyler Brennan posted a new photo 2 hours ago. His car in his building's parking garage, caption reading, "Leg day complete, time to meal prep." His Bluetooth is visible in the background. Connected. Active. I launch the software. It takes 3 attempts, but on the 4th try, I'm in. His entertainment system opens like a door I've been given the key to, and suddenly I have access to everything. His radio presets, his saved stations, his connected devices. I delete his music apps, all of them. Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, gone. Then I reprogram every preset to police scanner frequencies. Phoenix PD, Phoenix Fire, Maricopa County Sheriff. All the channels, every single one. I set the volume to maximum. I set the system to autoplay on ignition. Then I close the connection and delete the software from my computer. My hands are shaking now. Finally. 3 days of steady hands, and now they're shaking. I should stop. I know I should stop. I don't stop. Emily's oil change is due. The sticker on her windshield says so. 3,000 miles or March 15th, whichever comes first. It's March 12th, close enough. I tell her I'll take care of it Saturday morning. You relax, I say. Sleep in, I'll handle it. She kisses my cheek. You're the best. Saturday morning, I don't take her car to the shop. I take it to the garage. Our garage. I drain the oil myself. I've done it before, years ago when we were younger and broker, and changing our own oil seemed like a reasonable way to save money. The old oil drains into a pan. Dark, dirty. I seal it in a container for proper disposal later. Then I open the bottle of corn syrup I bought yesterday. Clear. Thick. Viscous. I pour it into the engine, not all of it. Just enough. Enough to mix with whatever residual oil remains. Enough to turn the engine into a time bomb set to detonate whenever she drives far enough, hard enough, long enough. Phoenix is 356 miles from Portland. About 5.5 hours. I wonder how far she'll get. I add fresh oil on top. Enough to bring it to the proper level. Enough to hide what's underneath. I replace the filter. Close the hood. Wipe my hands. When Emily wakes up at 10 a.m., I tell her it's done. All set. Should be good for another 3,000 miles. She hugs me. Thank you, babe. You're amazing. I hold her. Smell her perfume. Feel her heart beating against my chest. Anytime, I say. The text comes through at 11:47 p.m., 3 days after I sabotaged her car. Engine light came on during drive home. Taking to dealership tomorrow. Love you. I stare at the message. My hands don't shake. They should, probably, but they're steady as I type back. Want me to take a look first? Might be something simple. The reply comes fast. No, that's okay. Already made appointment for 8 a.m. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I set the phone down on the kitchen counter. The house is quiet. Emily's in the shower upstairs. I can hear the water running through the pipes in the walls. Lily and Mason are asleep. It's a Tuesday night. Everything is normal, except the corn syrup is working its way through her engine block right now, coating pistons, gumming up valves. The dealership will find it. They'll know immediately it's not oil. They'll ask questions. I didn't think this through. That's not true. I thought it through. I thought about her engine seizing on the highway. I thought about her stranded somewhere between here and Phoenix, calling Tyler instead of me. I thought about the insurance claim, the questions, the investigation. I just didn't think about the dealership. The shower stops. I hear her moving around upstairs. I open my laptop and search, corn syrup and engine, how long until failure? The results aren't helpful. Forums full of teenagers asking hypothetical questions, mechanics explaining why it's a terrible idea. No timeline, no specifics. Just warnings about catastrophic damage and expensive repairs. My phone buzzes. Tyler's Instagram story posted 4 minutes ago. A photo of his steering wheel, the dashboard behind it. All the radio presets still show police scanner frequencies. The caption, car possessed or am I losing it? 4th time resetting these. I refresh. He's added another story. A video this time, his hand reaching for the preset buttons, changing them to normal stations. Then the video jumps. Time-lapse, maybe 30 seconds compressed, and they're all back to scanners. His voice. What the hell? The Bluetooth hack is holding. Every time his phone connects, it rewrites the presets. I coded it that way. Persistent. Invasive. Emily comes downstairs in her robe, hair wet. You're up late. Couldn't sleep. I close the laptop. What's wrong with your car? She opens the refrigerator, pulls out a water bottle. Engine light. Probably nothing. It's been running fine. Any weird sounds? Smoke? No, nothing like that. Just the light. She drinks, watching me over the bottle. Why? Just wondering if I should look at it before you spend money at the dealership. It's covered under warranty still. Don't worry about it. There it is again. Don't worry about it. She kisses my forehead on her way past. Coming to bed? In a bit. I wait until I hear our bedroom door close. Then I open the laptop again and search. How to drain corn syrup from engine. The answer is, you can't. Not completely. The engine needs to be disassembled, every component cleaned or replaced. Thousands of dollars. Maybe more. I think about calling the dealership in the morning, warning them. Anonymous tip. But what would I say? Check for corn syrup? They'd think it was a prank. I think about confessing to Emily. Just telling her I know. About Tyler, about Phoenix, about everything. The radio presets were a message she didn't understand. The car sabotage was supposed to be justice, but now it just feels like evidence of something darker in me than I want to acknowledge. My phone buzzes. Tyler again, posting at midnight. A screenshot of his Spotify, showing his recently played list. All true crime podcasts. All episodes about surveillance, stalking, paranoia. The caption, can't stop listening. Feel like I'm being watched. The police scanners are working too then. Getting in his head? Good. I close the laptop and go upstairs. Emily's asleep already, or pretending to be. I lie down next to her and stare at the ceiling. In 8 hours, a mechanic will drain what he thinks is oil from her engine. He'll see the consistency is wrong, the color off. He'll smell it, maybe taste it. He'll know. Then what? Emily will call me. She'll be confused, maybe scared. Someone tampered with her car. Someone put something in her engine. Who would do that? I'll act surprised, concerned. I'll suggest filing a police report. We'll talk about enemies, about road rage incidents, about random vandalism. We won't talk about Tyler Brennan or Phoenix or the fact that she's been lying to me for 4 months. Unless she figures it out. I turn my head, look at her profile in the darkness. Her breathing is even, deep. Real sleep, not fake. She has no idea what's coming tomorrow. No idea that I know, that I've known for days, that I've been systematically destroying her affair from the inside out. The radio presets were petty, childish even. But they felt good. The Bluetooth hack was clever. Technical. The kind of thing I'm good at. The kind of problem solving that makes sense to me. The corn syrup was something else. That was rage. That was wanting to hurt her the way she hurt me. Wanting Tyler to suffer. Wanting consequences that matched the betrayal. But now, lying here in the dark, I can't remember the exact moment I decided to do it. Can't remember mixing it, pouring it, wiping my fingerprints off her oil cap. It's like watching a video of someone else, someone who looks like me but makes decisions I wouldn't make. Except I did make them. My phone buzzes again. I check it, expecting Tyler. But it's a number I don't recognize, a 602 area code. Phoenix. The message, "Is this Emily's husband?" I stare at it. My heart rate doesn't change. My breathing stays steady. But something cold moves through my chest, spreading out into my arms, my legs. I type, "Who is this?" 3 dots appear. Disappear. Appear again. Tyler. We need to talk. I sit up slowly, careful not to wake Emily. Walk out of the bedroom, down the hall, into my office. Close the door. The whole time, the 3 dots keep pulsing. He's typing something long. Finally, it comes through. I know you know. The radio thing was clever, but the car stuff is too far. I'm done with this. With her. But you need to stop whatever you're doing to my car. This is between you and Emily. Leave me out of it. I read it twice. 3 times. He thinks I hacked his car because I know about the affair. He's not wrong. But he's telling me he's done with Emily, which means either she ended it or he did, which means the whole thing might already be over. Which means the corn syrup in her engine is just destruction for its own sake now. I type, "When did it end?" The reply comes fast. 2 days ago. She said she couldn't do it anymore. Guilt, I guess. I respected it. We're done. But seriously, stop messing with my car. It's freaking me out. 2 days ago, before I sabotaged her car, before the engine light. She'd already ended it, and I didn't know, and I poured corn syrup into her engine anyway. I think about the timeline. The radio presets changed maybe a week ago. She drove to Phoenix, saw Tyler, came home. Then what? Guilt? Fear of getting caught? Or just boredom, the thrill wearing off? Doesn't matter. It's over. She ended it. And tomorrow, her car goes to the dealership, and they find evidence of sabotage, and she'll know someone did it deliberately, and she'll wonder who, and eventually she'll figure out it was me. Unless I fix it tonight. I check the time. 12:23 a.m. The dealership appointment is at 8. I have 7 hours, maybe 8 if she's running late. I type back to Tyler. Leave her alone, don't contact her again. I'll handle my car situation. Then I delete the whole conversation and block his number. In the garage, I find my oil drain pan, a socket wrench, a funnel. Emily's car is parked in the driveway. The motion sensor light clicks on when I approach. I freeze, waiting to see if any neighbors notice. But it's past midnight on a Tuesday. Everyone's asleep. The corn syrup will have settled at the bottom of the oil pan by now. If I drain it completely, add fresh oil, maybe the engine will survive. Maybe the dealership will just see a low oil level, add more, send her on her way. Maybe I can undo this. I slide under her car with my phone flashlight and the drain pan. Find the plug. The wrench fits perfectly. I start to turn it. Then I stop. She ended it 2 days ago. Came home, kissed me, told me she loved me. Didn't confess, Didn't apologize, just stopped. How long until she starts again? Different guy, different city. Same lies, same late nights, same cloud storage albums I'm not supposed to see. I put the wrench down and slide out from under the car. The engine light will bring her to the dealership. They'll find the corn syrup. She'll file a police report. I'll act shocked, supportive. We'll install security cameras, change our routines. She'll be scared for a while. And maybe that fear will keep her honest. Or maybe it won't. But at least I'll know I tried something. Did something. Didn't just sit in my office documenting evidence while she destroyed our marriage. I put the tools back in the garage and go inside. Wash my hands. Check my phone one more time. Tyler's posted another Instagram story. His car radio, all presets back to normal stations. The caption, finally fixed. Thank God. I refresh. The story disappears. He's deleted it. Smart guy. Finally learning to cover his tracks. I climb back into bed next to Emily. She stirs, rolls toward me. Everything okay? Everything's fine, I say. Go back to sleep. The dealership calls at 9:47 a.m. I'm in a client meeting when my phone vibrates. Unknown Phoenix number. I let it go to voicemail, watching Janet from accounting present Q3 projections while my pulse hammers against my collar. The meeting drags until 10:30. I check the voicemail in my car. Mr. Patterson, this is Derek from AutoNation Phoenix calling about your wife's vehicle. We've identified some significant engine damage that's, well, it's unusual. Could you give me a call back when you get a chance? Thanks. Not Emily's voice. The service advisor calling me directly. I sit in the parking garage, engine running, and call back. AutoNation Phoenix, this is Derek. Hi, this is James Patterson returning your call about my wife's car. Oh yes, Mr. Patterson. Thanks for calling back. Papers shuffle in the background. So we've got the Audi here, and I'm afraid I've got some bad news. The engine's seized. Complete failure. When we drained the oil, we found, well, it wasn't oil. What was it? That's the thing. Our techs are saying it looks like corn syrup or some kind of sugar-based substance. The whole system's contaminated. Engine's totaled. I let silence hang for 3 seconds. How does that happen? That's what we're trying to figure out. Has the vehicle been serviced anywhere else recently? Any work done by a third party? Not that I know of. Emily handles her own maintenance usually. Right. Well, the thing is, Mr. Patterson, this kind of contamination doesn't happen accidentally. Someone would have had to deliberately drain the oil and replace it with this substance. We're looking at what's essentially vandalism or sabotage. My hand tightens on the steering wheel. You're saying someone did this on purpose? I can't think of another explanation. Has your wife mentioned anyone having access to the vehicle? Any issues with neighbors, coworkers, anything like that? No, nothing. I pause. How much are we talking about for repairs? New engine, full system flush, labor, you're looking at around $18,000 to $22,000. But honestly, given the car's age and mileage, you might be better off filing an insurance claim. Exactly. This would fall under comprehensive coverage, vandalism. We can provide all the documentation. I've already taken photos of the contaminated fluid for the file. Is my wife still there? No, she left about an hour ago. We called her an Uber. She was pretty upset. I bet she was. Okay, I'll contact our insurance company and get back to you. Sounds good. And Mr. Patterson, you might want to file a police report too. This is a serious crime. If someone's targeting your vehicles, I'll look into it. Thanks, Derek. I end the call and sit there, watching a young couple load groceries into a Subaru 3 spaces over. The woman laughs at something the man says. He kisses her forehead. My phone buzzes. Emily. Car is completely destroyed. Engine failure. They're saying someone put syrup in the oil. Can you believe this? Who would do something like this? I stare at the message. She's playing it perfectly. Shocked, victimized, bewildered. That's insane. Are you okay? No, I'm not okay. My car is ruined and someone deliberately sabotaged it. I'm freaking out. What if they come after the house next? Or your car? The paranoia I planted blooming exactly as designed. Did you file a police report? The dealership said I should. I'm at the police station now. This is so scary, James. I pull up Tyler's contact. No messages since his midnight confession. But I open my laptop, tether to my phone's hotspot, and check the audio feed from the BMW. The police scanner frequencies are still running. I installed a persistent script. Every time his car starts, every preset defaults to emergency services. Phoenix PD dispatch crackles through the recording from this morning's commute. 7:42 a.m. Car starts. Scanner immediately plays. 7:43 a.m. Manual channel change attempt. Reverts to scanner within 30 seconds. 7:44 a.m. Another attempt. Same result. 7:47 a.m. Audio cuts. Car turned off. He drove 3 minutes before giving up. 8:15 a.m. Car starts again. Scanner plays. Runs for 6 minutes before cutting off. I check his social media. Nothing new. But his LinkedIn shows he's active. Viewed 3 profiles in the last hour. My phone rings. Emily. Hey, I answer. James, the police are saying there's nothing they can do. Her voice is tight, strained. They took a report, but they said without witnesses or security footage, there's no way to identify who did it. They asked if I had any enemies, if anyone had threatened me recently. I don't understand who would do this. Maybe random vandalism? Wrong place, wrong time? They said vandals usually key cars or smash windows. This is deliberate, calculated. Someone wanted to destroy my car specifically. I hear the fear underneath her words. Good. Where are you now? Still at the station. I need to get home. Can you pick me up? I check my watch. 11:05 a.m. I'm in the middle of something. Can you get an Uber? Silence. Then, seriously? I've got back-to-back meetings until 3. I can't just leave. My car was sabotaged, James. Someone targeted me. And you can't leave a meeting? The anger in her voice is real. She genuinely believes she's the victim here. I'll try to get out early. Text me the address. She hangs up without responding. I sit there for another minute, then drive back to the office. At my desk, I pull up the insurance portal and file the claim for Emily's car. Comprehensive coverage, vandalism, estimated damage $20,000. Upload the photos Derek emailed me. Brown sludge where synthetic oil should be. The claim processes automatically. An adjuster will contact us within 48 hours. My work phone rings. It's my boss, Richard. James, got a minute? Sure. Close your door. I do. What's up? I got a call this morning from AutoNation Phoenix. They're asking about payment authorization for your wife's vehicle repairs. Said you're listed as the primary on the account. My stomach drops. They called you? They called the main office line looking for you. Got transferred to me. I told them to try your cell. Everything okay? Yeah, just some car trouble. I'll handle it. All right. Also, you seem distracted lately. The Brennan portfolio review you submitted yesterday had some inconsistencies. Nothing major, but not your usual standard. Brennan. Tyler's last name. I'd been assigned a client with the same name 3 months ago. Pure coincidence, but now every time I see it on a file, my jaw clenches. I'll review it again. Do that. And James? If something's going on at home, you can talk to me. We've worked together 5 years. I know when something's off. I appreciate it. Just some personal stuff. I'm handling it. All right, let me know if you need anything. He hangs up. I pull up the Brennan portfolio, a retirement account for a 62-year-old widow in Beaverton. I'd transposed 2 numbers in her dividend projections. Sloppy. I correct it and resubmit. My personal phone buzzes. Tyler. My car's doing something weird. Every station plays police scanners. Even Bluetooth won't override it. You know anything about that? I stare at the message. He's testing me, seeing if I'll admit to the hack. Why would I know about your car? Because it started the same day Emily's car got sabotaged, and you're the only person who has reason to mess with both of us. I don't know what you're talking about. Bullshit. I ended it with Emily. I told you that. What more do you want? I want you to stop texting me. Fix my car or I'm calling the police. I laugh out loud. He's threatening to call the police about an illegal Bluetooth hack while admitting to an affair with my wife. Go ahead. Explain to them why you think I'd have access to your vehicle's systems. That should be interesting. 3 dots appear, disappear, appear again. You're insane. And you're paranoid. Maybe lay off the police scanners. I block his number. At 2:30 p.m., Emily texts that she made it home. I don't respond. At 4:15 p.m., I leave the office and stop at Best Buy. I purchase a dashboard camera with parking mode, motion-activated recording when the vehicle is off. 2 of them, actually. 1 for my car, 1 for Emily's rental. When I get home at 5:40 p.m., Emily's sitting at the kitchen island with her laptop open, still in the clothes she wore to the dealership. Her eyes are red. Hey, I say. She looks up. The insurance adjuster called. They're covering it, but we have a $1,000 deductible, and they're opening an investigation because of the nature of the damage. Investigation? They want to make sure it wasn't fraud, that I didn't do it myself for the payout. Her voice cracks. Like I would destroy my own car. I set my briefcase down. They have to investigate. It's standard. Nothing about this is standard, James. She closes her laptop. Someone hates me enough to ruin my car, and you don't even seem concerned. I'm concerned. You couldn't even pick me up from the police station. I had meetings. You always have meetings. She stands, wrapping her arms around herself. I needed you today and you weren't there. The irony is so thick I can taste it. I'm here now, I say. She stares at me for a long moment, and I see something shift behind her eyes. Suspicion? Guilt? Fear? Are we okay? She asks quietly. Why wouldn't we be? I don't know. You've been distant lately. And now this thing with the car? I just feel like everything's falling apart. I walk to the fridge, pull out a beer. Your car got vandalized. It's not the end of the world. Insurance will cover it. You'll get a rental. Life goes on. That's it? That's all you have to say? I take a long drink. What do you want me to say, Em? She searches my face, and for a second I think she's going to confess. Tell me everything. Ask for forgiveness. Instead, she says, never mind, and walks upstairs. I hear the bedroom door close. I finish my beer standing at the kitchen sink, watching the sunset paint our backyard orange and red. Then I go to my office, close the door, and open my laptop. The divorce attorney I contacted yesterday has sent preliminary paperwork. I download everything to an encrypted drive. My phone buzzes. Unknown number. This is Tyler. Don't block me again. We need to talk. I delete the message and add the number to my block list. At 7:30 p.m., Emily comes back downstairs. I'm not hungry. I'm going to bed early. Okay, she pauses at the doorway. James? Yeah? If you knew something, if someone told you something about me, you'd tell me, right? My heart rate doesn't change. What would someone tell me about you? Nothing. Never mind. I'm just paranoid after today. She goes back upstairs. I sit in my office until midnight, organizing evidence into folders, photos, videos, financial records, text messages, timeline documentation, everything I need, sorted and labeled. Preset to silence, Tyler had said about the radio. But silence isn't the end. It's just the pause before everything breaks. The Sirius app on my phone shows Emily's listening history like a confession written in playlists. I'm sitting in my car outside Starbucks on my lunch break, scrolling through data I didn't even know existed until 20 minutes ago. Turns out when you share a Sirius family account, you can see what everyone's been listening to. Every station, every song, every timestamp. Emily's listening history from the past 4 months reads like a roadmap to Phoenix. KSLX 100.7, Classic Rock Phoenix. KMLE 107.9, Country Phoenix. KDKB 93.3, Alternative Phoenix. All Tyler's hometown stations. All preset into my car. During those weeks, she'd borrow it while hers was in the shop for some imaginary repair last month. I'd noticed the presets had changed. Thought maybe I'd bumped them somehow, or that the dealership had reset them during my last service. Never occurred to me to question it. The timestamps tell their own story. She'd been listening to Phoenix stations during her drive to clear her head sessions, those late-night drives she'd take after we'd have some minor disagreement. Said she needed space to think. Turns out she needed space to feel closer to him. My coffee's gone cold. I haven't touched it. I screenshot everything. The listening history, the station IDs, the timestamps that line up perfectly with her calendar entries for personal time and self-care drives. Then I opened Spotify. Tyler's profile is public. Of course it is. His playlists are right there. Phoenix Drives, Sunday Morning Cruising, Workout Mix. I cross-reference the songs with Emily's Sirius history. Perfect overlap. She was literally listening to his playlists. Probably texted him while she drove. Listening to your Sunday mix makes me feel close to you. Something cold settles in my chest. Not rage. Not anymore. This is something else. Something methodical. I open my own Sirius app and start building a playlist. 3 hours later, I'm in the garage with Emily's rental, a silver Camry the insurance company provided while they investigate her destroyed Honda. She's at work. Kids are at after-school care until 5. I pair my phone with her rental's Bluetooth. Takes 30 seconds. Then I start programming. Preset 1, Since You Been Gone, by Kelly Clarkson on repeat via Spotify. Preset 2, Before He Cheats, by Carrie Underwood. Preset 3, Irreplaceable, by Beyoncé. Preset 4, You Oughta Know, by Alanis Morissette. Preset 5, Local Talk Radio. The divorce lawyer ads run every 15 minutes. Preset 6, Liar, by Camila Cabello. I set the volume to maximum. Lock it there using a Bluetooth hack I found on Reddit. Same method I used on Tyler's BMW, modified for her rental's cheaper system. She won't be able to adjust it without completely disconnecting Bluetooth, and even then, the presets will revert the moment she reconnects. Every time she starts the car, she'll get breakup songs at full blast. I test it. The opening chords of Since You Been Gone explode through the speakers so loud I actually flinch. Perfect. I disconnect my phone, clear the pairing history from her car's display, and head back inside. She comes home at 6:47 p.m. I'm making dinner. Chicken stir-fry, her favorite. Lily's doing homework at the kitchen table. Mason's building something with Legos in the living room. Hey, Emily says, dropping her bag on the counter. She looks tired. There are shadows under her eyes that makeup can't quite hide. How was work? Long? She kisses my cheek. The gesture feels rehearsed. What's for dinner? Stir-fry. Smells good. She heads upstairs to change. I hear the bedroom door close, water running in the bathroom. Normal sounds, domestic sounds. The soundtrack of a marriage that's already over, still playing to an audience of 2 children who don't know the show's been canceled. My phone buzzes. Tyler. She's calling me again. 3rd time today. I'm not answering. We're done. I told you that. I don't respond. Another buzz. Tyler. Seriously, man, you need to talk to her. She thinks we can work through this or some shit. I'm done. Still don't respond. Third buzz. Tyler. And my car radio is still fucked. Every station is police scanner. I took it to the dealer. They said there's no mechanical issue. They think it's a software glitch, but they can't fix it. This is insane. I smile. Me. Not my problem. Either of them. I block his number. Emily comes back downstairs in yoga pants and an oversized sweater. She looks younger like this. Vulnerable. For a second. Just a second. I remember why I married her. Then I remember the videos. Tyler's hands on her skin. Her laugh. Different than the one she uses with me. The way she looked at him. The second passes. Can I help with anything? She asks. Table's already set. Dinner is quiet. Lily talks about her school project on butterflies. Mason spills his milk, cries, gets consoled. Emily and I move around each other like dancers who've memorized the choreography, passing plates, pouring drinks, wiping faces. She doesn't mention her car, doesn't mention Tyler, doesn't mention anything real. Neither do I. The next morning, I'm already at work when my phone lights up. Emily. What the hell did you do to my car? I wait 30 seconds before responding. Me. What do you mean? Emily. The radio. It's blasting breakup songs and I can't turn it down. I can't change the station. I had to drive to work with "Before He Cheats" screaming at me. What did you do? Me. That's weird. Maybe it's a rental car glitch. Call the insurance company. Emily. James, I'm serious. Me. So am I. I haven't touched your car. Maybe it's some kind of Bluetooth issue. Did you pair your phone with it? 3 dots appear, disappear, appear again. Emily. This isn't funny. Me. I'm not laughing. Sounds frustrating, though. Maybe disconnect Bluetooth. The dots disappear and don't come back. I lean back in my chair, staring at my office ceiling. My phone rings. Not Emily. A number I don't recognize with a Phoenix area code. I let it go to voicemail. 2 minutes later, I listen to the message. Mr. Patterson, this is Detective Angela Reeves with Phoenix PD. I'm calling regarding a harassment complaint filed by Tyler Brennan. He's provided your contact information and claims you've been involved in tampering with his vehicle's electronic systems. Please give me a call back at your earliest convenience. My heart rate doesn't change. Interesting. I delete the voicemail. Then I open a browser and search Bluetooth hacking criminal charges Arizona. The results aren't encouraging. Computer tampering, unauthorized access to electronic systems, potential felony charges depending on damages and intent. I close the browser. My desk phone rings. Internal call. My boss. James, got a minute? Sure. I head to his office, my mind already compartmentalizing. Work. James. Home James. Revenge. James. All separate. All functional. The meeting is about quarterly projections. I present my analysis. Everything's normal. Everything's fine. When I get back to my desk, there's a text from Emily. Emily. I disconnected Bluetooth. The songs are still playing. I can't change the presets. I pulled over and the car is just screaming Beyoncé at me. What is happening? Me. That's really strange. Definitely call the rental company. Might be a defective system. Emily. James, please. If you did something, just tell me. Me. Why would I do something to your rental car? That doesn't make sense. Emily. I don't know. You've been acting weird lately. Me. I've been acting normal. You're stressed. The car thing is stressful. Insurance investigation is stressful. I get it. Emily. We need to talk when you get home. Me. Okay. I put my phone face down on my desk. My email pings. The divorce attorney I contacted, Michael Stevens, has sent a draft of the initial filing. I skim it. Clean. Professional. Thorough. All the evidence I've collected is referenced but not detailed. Screenshots available upon request, documentation of affair, timeline of deception. He's even included the car sabotage as potential evidence of her mental instability and poor judgment, though he's noted it could complicate things if she suspects my involvement. I haven't told him about the Bluetooth hacks. Some things are better kept private. My phone buzzes again. Tyler's number, even though I blocked it. He must be calling from a different phone. I let it ring. Then another Phoenix number. Probably Detective Reeves again? I silence my phone completely. The afternoon stretches out. Spreadsheets, emails, conference calls, everything normal, everything fine. At 4:30 p.m., Emily texts again. Emily. The rental company says there's nothing wrong with the car. They had me bring it in. Their tech said the Bluetooth system is functioning normally, but it's not. The presets won't change. I'm losing my mind. Me. Maybe it's your phone. Try forgetting the car from your Bluetooth settings. Emily. I did that. It's still happening. Me. Weird. I don't know what to tell you. Emily. You're lying. The text sits there, accusation in digital form. I don't respond. The detective's name is Ramirez. Phoenix PD. She leaves a second voicemail while I'm sitting in a conference room pretending to care about Q4 projections. Mr. Patterson, this is Detective Ramirez again. We need to discuss the complaint filed by Tyler Brennan. Please return my call at your earliest convenience. Her voice is professional, bored even, like she's worked 100 of these cases and mine doesn't rate particularly high on the interesting scale. I delete the voicemail, then I delete it from the trash folder. My phone buzzes. Emily. Can you pick up kids today? Running late. Sure, I type back. Everything okay? 3 dots appear, disappear, appear again. Just work stuff. Love you. I stare at those 2 words until my screen goes dark. The rental car, a silver Nissan Altima, is parked in our driveway when I pull up with Lily and Mason. Emily's inside, making dinner. The kitchen smells like garlic and something burning. Mommy! Mason launches himself at her legs. Emily scoops him up, kisses his cheek. Her smile is automatic. Practiced. The same smile from the videos, I realize. The one she gives Tyler before the camera stops recording. How was school, baby? We made volcanoes. That's amazing. She sets him down, catches my eye. Hey. Hey. I set my keys on the counter. Rental treating you okay? It's fine. She stirs something on the stove. Insurance called again today. Yeah? They're saying the damage to my car was unusual. She doesn't look at me. Something about the pattern of the failure. The adjuster used the word suspicious. I open the fridge, grab a beer. What does that mean? It means they think someone might have tampered with it. The bottle is cold against my palm. I take a long drink before answering. That's crazy. Who would do that? I don't know. Now she does look at me. Her eyes are searching. But they're investigating. They might not cover it. We'll figure it out, I say. Worst case, we buy you a new car. With what money, James? We just paid off the Subaru. Lily tugs on Emily's sleeve. I'm hungry. I know, sweetie. 5 minutes. Emily turns back to the stove, shoulders tight. I take the kids to wash their hands. When I come back, Emily's phone is face down on the counter, screen glowing with a notification. I don't touch it, but I see the preview. Tyler Brennan. We need to talk. This is getting out of hand. After the kids are in bed, I sit in my office with the door closed. My laptop screen casts blue light across my face. Tyler's social media has gone quiet. No new posts in 3 days. His Instagram stories, usually a steady stream of real estate showings and gym selfies, have stopped completely. I pull up the Bluetooth log from his BMW. The police scanner preset is still active. He's been listening to it for 6 hours straight today. My phone rings. Unknown number. Phoenix area code. I let it go to voicemail. 30 seconds later, the notification appears. I play it on speaker, volume low. Mr. Patterson, Detective Ramirez, Phoenix PD. Third attempt to reach you. If I don't hear back by end of business tomorrow, I'll be forwarding this matter to Portland authorities for follow-up. Please call me. I save the voicemail, screenshot the caller ID, add it to the folder on my desktop labeled Insurance Emily's Car. Then I open a browser in incognito mode and search Criminal Penalties, Computer Hacking, Arizona. The results aren't encouraging. Unauthorized access to computer systems, Class 5 felony, up to 2.5 years. Computer tampering, Class 3 felony if damages exceed $10,000. I close the laptop. Emily's in bed when I come upstairs, reading on her iPad, lamp casting warm light across her face. She's wearing the gray t-shirt she always sleeps in. No makeup. Hair pulled back. She looks like my wife. "Hey," she says. "Thought you were coming up an hour ago." "Got caught up in work stuff." I pull off my shirt, toss it in the hamper. "You okay? You seemed stressed at dinner." "Just the car thing." She sets the iPad down. "And work. The Brennan account is complicated." My hands freeze on my belt buckle. "Brennan?" "Yeah, this commercial real estate client. Total pain. Keeps changing requirements, missing deadlines." She sighs. "I might have to fly out to Phoenix next month to smooth things over." The room tilts slightly. "Phoenix," I repeat. His main office is there." She picks up her iPad again. "Anyway, how was your day?" "Fine." I finish undressing, pull on sweatpants. "Same old stuff." I brush my teeth. Stare at myself in the bathroom mirror. The face looking back is someone I recognize but don't quite know anymore. When I come back to bed, Emily's already asleep. iPad dark on the nightstand. Phone charging on her side of the bed, screen down. I lie in the darkness and listen to her breathe. The next morning, I call Detective Ramirez from my car in the parking garage at work. "Mr. Patterson." Her voice sharpens with recognition. "Thanks for returning my call." "Sorry for the delay. Busy week." "I understand. I'll get right to it." Tyler Brennan filed a harassment complaint 3 days ago. He claims someone has been remotely accessing his vehicle's electronic systems and causing various disruptions. He believes you're responsible. "That's ridiculous." "Is it?" Papers rustle on her end. "Mr. Brennan says you discovered he was having an affair with your wife. He says the harassment began immediately after he ended the relationship." My grip tightens on the phone. "Detective, I don't know what Tyler told you, but I haven't done anything to his car." "So you're aware of the affair?" Silence stretches between us. "Mr. Patterson?" "My wife and I are having some difficulties," I say carefully. "But I haven't harassed anyone." Mr. Brennan provided us with technical logs from his vehicle showing unauthorized Bluetooth connections originating from an IP address in Portland. We're in the process of subpoenaing records to trace that address. "Then I'm sure you'll find it has nothing to do with me." "I hope so." Her tone suggests she doesn't believe me. "In the meantime, I strongly suggest you refrain from any contact with Mr. Brennan. If these incidents continue, we'll have enough for an arrest warrant." "Understood." "One more thing. Mr. Brennan mentioned your wife's vehicle recently experienced catastrophic engine failure. He seems to think that's connected." "My wife's car broke down," I say. "The insurance company is investigating. That's all I know." "Right?" Another pause. "Well, you've been advised. Stay away from Mr. Brennan, Mr. Patterson." She hangs up. I sit in my car for 10 minutes, watching people walk to their offices. Normal people with normal problems. Mortgages and performance reviews and kids who need braces. Then I open my laptop and start covering my tracks. The Bluetooth logs go first. I wipe them from my system, overwrite the sectors 3 times with random data. Then I clear my browser history, delete the VPN logs, reset my router to factory settings. The police will find the IP address eventually, but by the time they do, there won't be anything connecting it to Tyler's BMW. I'm good at this. Covering tracks, finding patterns, making numbers tell the story I need them to tell. My phone buzzes. Text from Emily. Lunch today? I stare at the message. We haven't had lunch together in months. Can't. Meetings all afternoon. Tomorrow? Maybe. I'll check my calendar. 3 dots appear. Stay there for a long time, then disappear without a message. I put the phone face down on my desk and get back to work. That evening, I pick up the kids again. Emily's still at the office when we get home. I make mac and cheese from a box, help Lily with her homework, give Mason a bath. Normal dad stuff. Normal life. Emily comes home at 8, kisses the kids goodnight, pours herself a glass of wine, sits at the kitchen table with her laptop. Long day? I ask. The longest. She rubs her eyes. The Brennan account is imploding. He's threatening to pull his business. That's rough. Yeah. She takes a long drink. He's being completely unreasonable, acting paranoid, keeps saying someone's harassing him. I load dishes into the dishwasher. Sounds like a nightmare client. He is. Another drink. I might need to cut him loose, not worth the stress. Probably smart. She looks at me over the rim of her glass. You'd tell me, right? If something was wrong? What do you mean? I don't know. You've been distant lately, distracted. Just work, I say. Same as you. Right? She doesn't sound convinced. Same as me. We sit in silence. The dishwasher hums. Outside, someone's dog barks. Emily's phone buzzes. She glances at it, frowns, silences it. Everything okay? I ask. Fine. She closes her laptop. I'm going to bed. You coming? In a bit. She leaves her wine glass on the table. I hear her footsteps on the stairs, the bathroom door closing, water running. Her phone is still on the table, screen dark. I don't touch it. I finish loading the dishwasher, wipe down the counters, turn off the lights. Then I go to my office and pull up the divorce paperwork. The attorney's name is David Walsh. 45, Stanford Law, specializes in high-asset divorces. His retainer agreement is sitting in my desk drawer, unsigned. I read through it again. The custody arrangements, the asset division, the timeline. Everything's ready. Has been for days. I just need to sign. My phone buzzes. Unknown number. Phoenix area code. I answer it this time. Mr. Patterson? Not Detective Ramirez. A man's voice. Familiar. Tyler. We need to talk. I hang up on Tyler and block the number. Then I sit in the darkness of my office, listening to the house settle around me. Upstairs, Emily's shower stops. I hear her moving around our bedroom, opening drawers, the soft thud of her getting into bed. I should sign the divorce papers. That's the logical next step. I've documented everything, built an airtight case, prepared for the inevitable confrontation. Instead, I open my laptop and start deleting files. The Bluetooth hack scripts. Gone. The screenshots of Tyler's social media. Gone. The audio recordings from his car, the logs showing every police scanner frequency I programmed into his presets. All of it, methodically erased and overwritten. The corn syrup research. The tutorials on engine sabotage. The receipts from Best Buy for equipment I never actually needed. Delete, delete, delete. It takes 40 minutes to wipe everything. When I'm done, I open the folder with the divorce paperwork and stare at it for a long time. Then I delete that too. Not because I forgive her. Not because I trust her. but because somewhere between the radio presets and the engine sabotage and the Bluetooth hacks, I'd become someone I didn't recognize. Someone who poured corn syrup into his wife's engine and felt nothing. Someone who tortured a stranger with police scanners and called it justice. Emily had an affair. That was her choice, her betrayal. But what I'd done, that was on me. I shut down the laptop and go upstairs. Emily's asleep, or pretending to be. I slide into bed beside her, careful not to touch her, and stare at the ceiling. The next morning, I call Detective Ramirez before I leave for work. "Mr. Patterson," she says, "didn't expect to hear from you again. I need to tell you something." I take a breath. Tyler Brennan was right. I accessed his car's systems. The Bluetooth hack, the police scanners. That was me. Silence on the other end. I found out about the affair, I continue, and I wanted to get back at him, at both of them. So I messed with his car, and my wife's car too. The corn syrup in the engine, that was me. More silence. "Mr. Patterson, are you confessing to criminal computer tampering and vandalism?" "Yes." "You understand I'm recording this call?" "I do." She exhales slowly. "All right. I'm going to need you to come to Portland PD and make a formal statement. Do you have an attorney?" "No." "Get one. Don't say anything else until you do. Understood?" "Understood." I hang up and sit in my car, hands shaking for the first time in weeks. Then I go inside and wake Emily up. "We need to talk," I say. She sits up, confused, hair messy from sleep. "What's wrong? What time is it?" I know about Tyler. Her face goes white. "James. I've known for 2 weeks. I saw the cloud storage uploads. The photos, the videos, all of it." She starts crying immediately. Not the pretty kind of crying, the ugly, desperate kind. "I'm so sorry. It's over. I ended it. I swear it's over." "I know it's over. Tyler told me." "He what?" "He texted me, told me you ended it, told me to leave him alone." She wipes her eyes, confused. "Leave him alone? What does that mean?" "It means I did some things I'm not proud of, things I need to answer for." I sit on the edge of the bed. "I sabotaged your car. The corn syrup in the engine, that was me. And I hacked Tyler's car, made his radio play police scanners on repeat." She stares at me like I'm speaking a foreign language. "You... what?" "I was angry. I wanted you both to suffer, so I made you suffer." "Oh my God," she stands up, backing away from me. "You destroyed my car? You could have killed me if the engine seized on the highway." "I know." "What is wrong with you?" "I don't know." And that's the truth. I found out you were cheating and something in me just broke. She's fully crying now, mascara from yesterday streaking down her face. "So what happens now? You're confessing to the police?" "I already did. They'll probably arrest me, charge me with vandalism, computer tampering, maybe more." "And us?" I look at her, really look at her, for the first time in days. She's terrified. Of me, of the future, of everything falling apart. "I don't know," I say honestly. "You cheated. I committed crimes. We both destroyed this marriage. I don't know if there's anything left to save. Do you want to save it?" The question hangs between us. I don't know that either. The Portland police detective who takes my statement is a woman named Jennifer Ortiz. She's younger than I expected, maybe 30, with kind eyes that don't match the seriousness of the situation. I tell her everything. The cloud storage discovery, the radio presets, the corn syrup, the Bluetooth hack. I leave nothing out. My attorney, a public defender named Robert Kim, who looks exhausted before we even start, keeps trying to get me to stop talking. I ignore him. When I'm done, Detective Ortiz sets down her pen and looks at me. "Mr. Patterson, I've been doing this job for 8 years. I've seen a lot of revenge cases. Slashed tires, keyed cars, broken windows. But this, she shakes her head. This is different. This is calculated, methodical. Honestly, it's kind of scary. I know. Do you? Because you could have killed your wife. If that engine seized at highway speed. I know, I say again. I think about it constantly. I don't know what I was thinking. Or maybe I wasn't thinking at all. She studies me for a long moment. The Phoenix PD wants to charge you with felony computer tampering. The insurance company wants to charge you with fraud. Your wife could press charges for reckless endangerment. You're looking at serious prison time. I understand. But here's the thing. She leans back in her chair. Mr. Brennan doesn't want to prosecute. He called this morning and withdrew his complaint. Said he just wants to move on with his life. I blink. He what? And your wife. We contacted her after you called us. She doesn't want to press charges either. She says you're getting help, that you're taking responsibility, and she wants to work things out privately. I don't understand. Neither do I, frankly. Detective Ortiz closes her folder. But without complainants willing to testify, the DA's office is unlikely to pursue charges. The insurance fraud is more complicated. That's a civil matter. But criminally, you'll probably walk away from this. Robert Kim touches my arm. Don't say anything else. But I can't help myself. That doesn't seem right. Detective Ortiz raises an eyebrow. You want to go to prison, Mr. Patterson? No, but I did these things. I should face consequences. You will, just not the legal kind. She stands up. My advice? Get therapy. Fix your marriage or end it properly. And never ever do anything like this again. Because next time you won't get this lucky. Emily's waiting in the lobby when I come out. She looks small in her oversized coat, arms wrapped around herself. You didn't press charges, I say. No. Why not? She looks up at me, eyes red. Because I broke us first. What you did was wrong. It was insane and dangerous and unforgivable. But I broke us first. We stand there in the fluorescent light of the police station lobby. Two people who used to love each other, now just wreckage. I found a therapist, she says quietly. For both of us, if you want to try. Do you want to try? I don't know. But I think we owe it to Lily and Mason to figure out if there's anything worth saving. I think about the radio presets, the corn syrup, the police scanners. All the elaborate revenge I'd engineered instead of just having one honest conversation. Okay, I say. We can try. 6 months later, I'm sitting in Dr. Patricia Green's office, our marriage counselor, listening to Emily talk about trust and forgiveness and rebuilding foundations. We've been doing this twice a week since the police station. Sometimes it helps. Sometimes it doesn't. Tyler moved to Seattle. Emily showed me his LinkedIn update. New job, new city, new life. She hasn't contacted him. I believe her, mostly. The insurance company settled for the deductible and a stern warning about filing false claims. My car still has the dashboard camera. Emily's new car, a used Toyota we bought with cash, does too. We don't share cloud storage anymore. We don't share serious accounts. We barely share a bedroom most nights. But we're trying. Dr. Green asked me how I'm feeling about everything. I tell her the truth. I'm ashamed. Not just of what I did, but of how easily I did it. How naturally the revenge came. How good it felt, until it didn't. That's normal, she says. Betrayal trauma can trigger extreme responses. The key is recognizing the pattern and choosing differently next time. There won't be a next time, Emily says quietly. We look at each other. She means the affair. I mean the revenge. Maybe we both mean the marriage. We'll see, I say. Late that night, after the kids are asleep and Emily's reading in bed, I sit in my office with my laptop open. I could check Tyler's social media, could verify he's really in Seattle, really moved on, could hack his new car's Bluetooth just to prove I still can. Instead, I close the laptop and delete all the bookmarks, the forms, the tutorials, the tools. Then I go upstairs and climb into bed next to my wife. "James," she whispers in the darkness. "Yeah? Do you think we'll make it?" I think about lies and truth, about revenge and forgiveness, about the person I became and the person I want to be. "I don't know," I say, "but I'm willing to find out." She reaches for my hand under the covers. I let her take it. Outside, a car drives past with its radio too loud. I hear the bass thumping, some song I don't recognize. It fades into the distance, and the house falls quiet again. Epilogue. We didn't make it. Not in the way the movies promise, with tearful reconciliations and renewed vows. But we didn't destroy each other either. The divorce was finalized 8 months after that night. Amicable, the lawyers called it. We split custody 50-50, sold the house, divided the assets, went our separate ways. Emily's dating someone new, a teacher from Mason's school. He seems nice. The kids like him. I'm alone mostly, working on myself, as the therapists say. Learning to recognize anger before it becomes action. Learning that revenge doesn't heal anything. It just creates new wounds. Sometimes I drive past our old house and see the new family in the windows. Kids playing in the yard we used to maintain together. A different life unfolding in the space where ours fell apart. I don't feel rage anymore. Just a quiet sadness for everything we could have been if we'd both made different choices. Emily cheated because she was unhappy and too afraid to say it. I sought revenge because I was hurt and too proud to admit it. We both chose destruction over honesty, and we both paid the price. The moral isn't complicated. Betrayal reveals character, but so does response to betrayal. Emily showed me hers when she stepped outside our marriage. I showed mine when I poured corn syrup into her engine. We were both found wanting. These days, I focus on being a better father than I was a husband, on teaching Lily and Mason that pain doesn't justify cruelty, that love requires honesty, that some things once broken can't be fixed, only learned from. Late at night, when the house is quiet and I'm alone with my thoughts, I sometimes wonder what would have happened if I'd just confronted Emily that first day. If I'd said, "I know about Tyler, let's talk." Maybe we would have fought. Maybe we would have separated anyway. Maybe the ending would have been the same. But at least I wouldn't have become the kind of man who sabotages cars and hacks Bluetooth systems and calls it justice. At least I would have kept my integrity intact. That's the real cost of revenge, I've learned. Not the legal consequences or the broken relationships or the therapy bills. It's the person you become when you let anger make your decisions. And that person, the one who felt nothing while destroying his wife's engine, that's someone I'm still learning to forgive.